All right, guys. Look at that. Number one in the world. That is insane, right? And not only was I number one, I was also number three, okay? Not number one and number two, but number one and number three. I'll take that, which also means in the US, I was number one and two. All right. I know what a lot of people are going to say, a lot of Legend League pushers, and it's true. Um, Day two of Legend League is just basically who's going to grind the most right up front and who has the luckiest defenses in the first 2 days. I'm not going to lie, that's the facts, right? But it doesn't mean I can't be proud of it, right? Like, this is awesome. And also, not only was I number one and number two in the US, number one and number three in the world, Just Ordinary was number 6 in the US, and that's right. Just Ordinary is doing an entire push month. Every member in the clan is going to be pushing super hard and hopefully get new PRs. And we want Just Ordinary to finish in like a top 5 in the US for sure. Seeing top 5 global would be just insane. Also, excuse me while I get through this video. I still get that coronavirus stuff. It sucks. The family's doing a lot better, but still sucks. So this is going to be a little different. I'm not going to walk you through each of the attacks that I do or defenses that I do. It's just going to kind of like highlight what's coming up in Just Ordinary and also what to expect and see what the future has. So first and foremost, this is BAH. In other words, this is Tro Paris. And Tro Paris was a huge instrumental part of getting Just Ordinary back on its feet. He was able to bring some accounts over and war with us for a while, basically from March until July or so. So he was a huge part of the Just Ordinary return. He warred with us and CWL'd with us for a very long time. And, I shout out to Troc. I hope you're watching, or I hope you see this, and, just want to say we appreciate you. And, maybe you could join back sometime. That would be great, man. Here's another, this base is going to be a lot more common. It's really dedicated to be a 1-star defense. So this is just the way I tripled it. Obviously, there's way different ways to do it, but this is my method. I will say this. The most 2 overpowered strats right now are this strat, and there is the Grand Champ Invisi Charge Sparky Boot Walk, whatever you want to call it. That attack is so OP with the drags. Either the drags or the Root Rider strat. Either one of those is awesome. You really need to use it. If you're not using it, you're going to get behind. And you don't need to get behind this early into a new town hall, into a competitive season, at least until there's a nerf. Once there's a nerf comes, then it might change the dynamic a little bit. But at least for now, get on it, practice it, because that's the way of the future. So this is the way that I tripled it. 100%, whatever you guys want to do, this is your call. But I will say this army is so OP. I'm going to put this army in the description of this video. Kartik is the one that gave me this army, and I've been watching his armies, and he's been helping me out for the better part of 8 or 9 months now. Every time he makes modifications, I just hit him up because I watch him and I'm like, hey man, did you change the equipment or this, that, and the other? And he'll give me some pointers. But this army is just so OP. And also shout out to Kartik. Man, that guy's been with me since 2019, or I've been with him, whatever. We've played together on this game since 2019. He's a super overpowered player. Definitely a pro, one of the best in the game. His Legend League stats speak for themselves. Unfortunately, this last season he was a little sick, so he couldn't get all his attacks in, and it's kind of a bummer. I feel your pain, man. I feel it right now. Yeah. But this dude, he did such a great job with helping me, guide me in getting this attack. So I want to give him a shout out. See the link in the description for this army. It is insane, and I really hope that it helps out. I'm not going to walk you through it anymore because I feel like I've done 4 or 5 videos on the exact army and what to do with it. And so I hope you guys have watched them and the tutorials, and you've figured out hey, there's real potential here. This is an old modified base from the Town Hall 16 era. I will say, I just want to point out, you might see this little base. I've seen this base a couple times now, but use this spiky ball early so it gets that Invisi tower and destroys that whole core. If you're anything like me, when I've done this attack, my troops will go into that core, the whole area goes Invisi, and then it just wipes out my army because they go out of the range, and then it's just game over. So this method really works. That's why I overgrowthed it right there too, just to keep it under containment while my troops went through and took out the rest of those defenses so I could finish in that area. So Yeah, anyway, back to the news, guys. This CWL, it starts in like 12 hours from now, but we have a stacked roster. We have 2 Champs 1 teams, one in Just Ordinary, one in Warlock, and we have some. I'm not going to reveal the roster because it's insane, but we do have a special guest going with us, and this special guest might have gotten like a top 10 placing this last season, December season. So we're expecting some really high numbers from our CWL team real fast. Guys, this defense that I posted about a couple days ago is insane. Like I said, day 2 of, Legend League push, you're not going to have like that many, like hopefully you get lucky is what I'm saying, right? If you want to place high, you need to get lucky. Like I said, I got a 0 star, a 1 star, and a 2 star, but then the rest I got, 1 star, minus 262 in Legend League is a great day. It is an insane day. Anything below like 280, I'll take any day of the week. I usually average around 300. I usually average like 1 fail a day, maybe 2. But those fails are like 95% and up, so it's only minus 8 or 9 trophies. So, yeah, I'm going to go through some defenses of some fails on this base and just show you this base is overpowered. If you're watching this is probably going to be a good base for CWL, depending on what league you're in. The Champs 1 league, it's probably a little bit more competitive and you're not going to see it as much. Or you're going to see it not as much because it's been tripled a little bit more. But like Champs 2 and 3, if you're trying to go for 1 stars defenses, this is a good one. I can't say it's guaranteed a 1 star, but I've had my fair share of 1 stars and it's gotten me really good defenses. So highly recommend it. Go pull that last video up, get the link from it, and I hope you enjoy it and use it and get some 1 stars, right? Anyway, back to CWL. This CWL is going to be insane. We have a stacked roster, both Champs 1 teams, and I'm really excited. I really hope that we get 2 top 5 finishes. I think that we can do it. I would settle for 2 top 10s, even like 2 top 20s. Don't tell my clan that because we're striving for perfection. We want to go for the 21 stars and 2 top teams in the top 5, right? I know a lot of my members watch this, so maybe. All right, guys, if you're watching this from my clan, 21 stars or you're kicked. Just kidding. Try our best. We're going to try and do it. 21 stars is the goal. 20 stars is good. But yeah, I hope these guys don't think I'm always that serious all the time. But yeah, just some of these fails on this base are insane. Like this type of attack that's about to go down right now, I haven't seen since like Town Hall 13 days where you just spread everything along a line and then just spray and pray, right? Like 8 earthquake spells to open up the walls in the core. There was no funneling done to this, no thought, no nothing. And it just, failed so beautifully for a 1 star to give me a defense. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do another shout out to Adira. Now, Adira has really helped us establish Just Ordinary in esports. And like she set up our whole Discord. She's helped us with community relations with like other pros, like Ghost, Leo, Van, all these guys that have like been in Just Ordinary. And now that, we're kind of back, it's like, cool, like we're back. And Adira's really hooked it up with getting our Just Ordinary scored away. Whether that was, like I said, the Discord, relationships, partnerships with Savage Elite, like that was a huge connecting block along with Infinity. Yeah, those were the 2 people that really got me connected with Savage Elite at first, and then the rest of the crew kind of came in, like Adam and a few other coasts. I'm not going to go down the whole list, but so Adira has been insanely a good help, and she actually helped us secure our guest for this the guest for the Champs 1 League in Just Ordinary. So be really excited to what's going to come out of that because I have high expectations and I think we're really going to make it happen. So stay tuned. We'll see in about 10 days what the results are. Hopefully we get some good clans, but not like top clans, so that way we guarantee the wins every day. And yeah, that'll be awesome. So yeah, and to wrap it up, guys, Just Ordinary has been doing insane. I talk about it every video, but we're really picking it up. Maybe we'll have some merch coming in the time soon, but I'm really excited for this, guys, and I really need your guys' help and support in spreading the word. We're trying to get this YouTube up for subscribers. How cool would it be to see me on, a live stream or, for some of these tournaments and worlds. I'm so down. So spread the word. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you around the next time. Use this base. Use this army. It's working. All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll talk to you soon.